I used to think like all those people who think too much. What's our life purpose, or why are we on earth? And then eventually I just got to the point, we're just cockroach, Every day we stay alive. So every day we make the best of our life. I don't try to want too much or do too much. I just every day put my heart, go do that thing, do it properly. I don't want that moment when the lights are out. I wouldn't regret the things I've done, but I don't want to regret the things that, there's so many things that I didn't do.
Every successful business has a story to tell. A story fueled by passion, hard work, and determination. At Behind the Counter, we delve into the hearts and minds of local entrepreneurs, uncovering the journeys that brought them to where they are today. In this episode, we're chatting with Ken Ho, one of the co-owners of Merchants Lane, a beloved cafe in Kuala Lumpur.
So hi, I'm Ken. I'm the owner and co-founder of Merchants Lane. Merchants Lane has been almost 10 years, coming into 10 years soon. So here we are and being interviewed.
Petaling Street, right in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, is a lively and bustling spot known for its vibrant atmosphere and street markets. It's also a mix of culture and commerce. Here you can find everything from mouth-watering street food to amazing bargains, making it a favorite for both locals and tourists. But more than that, Petaling Street is where Ken grew up, and today we're diving into some of them.
I grew up in KL. I grew up on this street actually, not far from where this shop is located. The back lanes, I play at the back lanes. My family shop is still there, about 10 shops away. Back when things are more different, older. I mean, obviously we all grow old. But Petaling Street was safer for me back then compared to now. I play on the back lane, I jump in the longkang, and so yeah, life was as fun as it can be as a child.
Ken did great in school, scoring 7 A's in SPM. He got a chance to study in Australia and did pretty well there, juggling studies with a gig as a barista. And after a few years of balancing school and work, he landed a job at one of the top 10 companies in the world, based in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, Ken really came into his own. He tackled tough projects, built a strong network, and steadily climbed the corporate ladder.
Finally, I hit a place. I was in the top 10 hedge fund in the world, doing what I wanted to do. We made money and blah, 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 and then suddenly you just got fired. What just happened, And then you realize that all through your life you spend trying to go be, study and get 100 marks, be first in the class or first in the form and all that crap. It don't matter, because I got a sudden realization that even if I was number one in the class, I was still fired. I could tell you when I was, just for that 1 year when I was there on top, it's like, whatever I wanted, people just gave me things. Because, I was working for the biggest firm, and then all the brokers would be like buying me food, buying me anything you want. You've been there, been to that, and then so that changed my perspective of life after that. Leaving Hong Kong and then coming back and evaluating life, I even got I got a divorce, and I was totally just like literally emptied, hit the reset button, staring at my, and was just taking a break, wondering what to do. Then when the old high school friend from Form 1 is like, hey, open a cafe, That was when okay lah, let's go. Ceiling is damn high, man. All this partition will be taken out.
Merchants Lane was abandoned for 5 years until Ken came along in 2015 and decided to breathe new life into it. The building had a colorful history, having been a brothel back in the day. Ken saw potential in this old forgotten place and worked hard to transform it into something special. He put in many hours renovating and designing the space to turn it into a lively and inviting cafe. Today, Merchants Lane is a beautiful blend of old and new styles, capturing the essence of its rich history while offering a fresh modern vibe. Ken's dedication and vision turned a neglected building into a well-beloved cafe, showing that with a bit of effort and creativity, something wonderful can emerge from the old and forgotten.
Merchants Lane, this particular cafe, came about very by chance or a bit quick. So when the auntie that I share this place with, she's my grandmother's friend. She runs the stationery shop downstairs. She was forced to shift from a few shops away. She found this place. This was abandoned about 5 years. So all the archives that I have is this place was totally abandoned. And then when I walked in, and it was like, whoa, there was a tree in this shop, literally like a banyan. I don't know what it is, like a banyan tree. And then you got, wow, it's like it could speak to you, like there was a soul here. So that was just like, okay, I gotta do this, After sitting in front of a computer, being a programmer, staring at screens, working, 100-hour weeks, this felt real, for once. It was like, So I decided to bring this place to life.
We went to Merchants Lane during lunch hour on a weekday, and it was as busy as a weekend. The air was filled with lively chatter and the smell of yummy food. Despite the crowd, the cozy vibe and charming decor made it worth the wait.
Me and my partner we all sat down together, and we threw all the possible names of Chinatown, Petaling Street, threw all the names into the basket, and then, Merchants Lane, and now we're holding on to it for 10 years, and, can keep going with it. It's a nice name. There's confusion because it's not a lane, right? But, the name's got to be good and easy to say, and that's how it was. It's not like any particular, it was just throw everything in. Yeah, it's a place where merchants should get, Chichongkai, Chinatown, Petaling Street is, if you go back into history of the 200 years, this is where all the immigrant or Malaysian, Chinese, this area is where the housing was, where all the businesses were nearer to Dataran Merdeka. But this whole place is Chinatown as Chinatown can be.
The food they serve is unique, offering a fusion of flavors in the best way possible. And each dish will leave you wanting for more.
So South China Sea is the most epitome of the creation of maybe you call my madness. Okay, salmon doesn't even exist in South China Sea, but the fun part is we are Malaysia here, we are surrounded by South China Sea. I remind people, I'm calling it dish South China Sea. It needs to have eggs, it needs to have some potatoes or bread, like hollandaise. What do I do if I want to replicate hollandaise sauce, which is soury normally? All this thought process was all one by one, carefully experimented and thought out as we were constructing and renovating Merchants Lane. So one by one, then we put in salsa, and then from a potato rosti or the McDonald's hash brown, it evolved into this thing that now looks like a sarang burung like that. For every one South China Sea, to be fair, there's 10 that went into the longgang, Jokes aside. So it's not like, wow, every day I can make one dish, Every South China Sea, there's 10 failures that are not told, untold. It's the iceberg theory, People only see your success, but there is a bunch of failures right behind it. That is, keep hustling, keep working, and that's how we keep creating and try.
But then, out of nowhere, everything can change in an instant.
So I got into an accident. It was a concussion. I fell and I hit my head. So when there's this part here I lost. So from some damage here, I lost my sense of smell and taste at that point. So apparently, and so now this is 1 year in, it does come back if you're lucky, and it is coming back, but it's taking its sweet time to come back. It sucks.
We often take our senses for granted, forgetting how lucky we are to see, taste, and hear the world around us. Sometimes life reminds us how fragile these gifts are.
No, nobody would appreciate this point, and so I have less friends now. I get annoyed when they want. I don't care what I eat, I just need food. So I do actually have one particular friend who had the same incident. It's way more serious, cracked his head and all that. And after 5 years, maybe he gets back 80%. Then I was like, okay, I'm 1 year in, 4 more years to go. It comes back here. There's bits coming back. There is bits. It's like all my taste buds are rebuilding. So hopefully in 5 more years, then I'll probably make even more awesome food. But yeah.
Despite all that, Ken continues to develop, and curate delicious dishes at Merchants Lane, turning it into a beloved spot that people can't resist coming back to.
I used to think a bit, like all those people think too much. What's our life purpose, or why are we on earth? And eventually I just got to the point we're just cockroaches. Every day we stay alive, so every day we make the best of our life. Every day put my heart, go do that thing, put my heart into it and do it properly. I like the code movies. There was this Chinese movie, quite a Hong Kong movie, that he was an older guy, he was a boxer, and I don't want that moment when the lights are out. I want to think about regretting not doing something. I wouldn't regret the things I've done, but I don't want to regret the things there's so many things that I didn't do. So yeah, I just go for it.
Starting from an abandoned building, Ken transformed Merchants Lane into a well-known cafe in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. Through his dedication and creativity, he turned a forgotten space into a place where people get together to have fun and enjoy unique dishes. Ken's journey is a powerful reminder that even in the face of challenges, with hard work and passion, you can create something truly special. Thanks for watching this episode of Behind the Counter with Merchants Lane. See you in the next one.